time. Hello and welcome to Amnesia, the Dark Descent. I am your host, Angel Fire. This is the... Oh, first we're going to start a new game. And then I'll talk about it as we're walking, because there's a lot of walking. We've loaded. Don't forget, Daniel.
Be forgotten.
Wait, you don't know that yet.
Shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is I am Daniel.
And Daniel is down. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, so like I was saying, this is Amnesia: The Dark Descent. It's the first game that I think it's the first game that I started watching Let's Players play. It's the first game that a lot of Let's Players played. Specifically this game, not just a Amnesia game, it was this game. We can't go that way. Oh look, liquid and petals. We gotta follow this. And then there's another way that we can't go. So yeah, this is an important game for a lot of people. So, there's supposed to be a lot of motion blur going on. I turned it off because it makes it really hard to pay attention. But it's still a really, really good game, even now. I'm taking this bottle. In this game, you collect tinder boxes. We have 4 of them. This is our sanity, our health. When we get a lamp, oil, and our journal. I love this game so much. The physics is great. The graphics, like, for a game that's like, what? Let me quickly look at something. Store page, you can't see it. This was made in 2010. This game is from 2010. It is 15 years old. And it's still like a really good game. But yeah, so I had to turn the motion blur off just because it gets really difficult to see. Run! We're so spooked. I'm not doing that, by the way. That's Daniel. He needs help. No. Oh, it's spooky. So I did turn the gamma up a little bit. I followed the instructions initially on like setting the gamma, which is the brightness. But it was way too bright. Like, this game is supposed to be spooky and dark, so... And yes, it is a very, very dark game. Like, if you thought Rebirth was dark... See, look at that. It just went dark. This is supposed to be almost, like, not visible. So I did turn it up a little bit for you guys. and I know the game, so it's not going to be difficult for me. But just look at this. Gorgeous for 15 years old. Gorgeous game. The door slammed shut behind him, and he knew he would never again see the old tailor at Berkeley Square. Another lone soul in London seemed appropriate somehow. Alright. We got books. Ooh. If you can read German, that'd be great. Blood trail goes that way. I don't know if it's blood. I think it's like a potion or something that someone drank. That I believe Daniel drank. Roaches. So, this game, Amnesia, is all about two things. And I mean Amnesia the series, not just this specific game. Every Amnesia game starts with the main character having amnesia. Oh, shit. Gotta wait. Something's happened. It will always start with the main character going through something, having amnesia, and needing to get somewhere or do something. I'm gonna wait to pick that up. And it will always have a monster. Amnesia will always have a monster. So, yeah. That's why it's called Amnesia. Lantern. I do not have oil. You always have to keep your sanity high. Stay away from fear and anger. That's always a thing. It's not just with Amnesia Rebirth. But more so with fear. This game is the first one that introduced laudanum to a lot of games. Useless! I thought it was a chest I could open. Always gotta check the bookshelves. Give me. Man, Daniel is strong. Just chucking these boxes. Even if they're empty, like, that is some strength. It's a desk! Ah! Wine. Would you like some cheese with this wine? I don't think it's wine. I think it's stuffs. Ooh. The individual pieces of glass. Like, come on. You gotta admit, this is amazing. Oh, there's a switch. Oh! I found a secret entrance. I'm gonna wait, because I gotta go click on this. Oil.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there'll be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him.
Murder.
Your former self, Daniel.
As me and my friend Nugget say, murder. We have to murder him. Not Lester. Murder. We go to the entrance hall. The other children cheered him on. His name... Oh, I don't... His name voiced in a steadily rising pace, urging him to do it. Am I really doing this? The young boy thought as he disappeared, and I couldn't read the rest because I paused. That was my fault. We'll probably see that one again. They do repeat after a while. Oh look, more petals.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
So this castle is Brennenburg, and it's kind of falling apart. And we got this red fleshy bit. I can touch it. Tough and pliant, it can't be torn by hands. We got a memento. Organic tissue, can it be dissolved? Note to self, no diaries. Ooh, can we go under here? None. Okay. Must investigate everything. No! Open. I'ma put oil in my lamp. I may never use the lamp, but at least now I have it. I didn't like that one. The other two are cool. What? Threw the chair back at me? Go that way. I love the physics. Let's go this way. Nope, we can't. Okay then. I think, if I remember correctly, like that door leads to the big door that we were at earlier, so... yeah. What's this way? Wine cellar and laboratory. Wine cellar. Oh, we need a key. Ooh, we can go to the lab. He fell to the kitchen floor. Tears were beginning to well in his eyes as he received the first kick to his stomach. Hazel remained hidden, in fear she too would be punished. Spooky! Gimme.
What was that?
The lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken a toll on on my less stable ingredients in the storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I will do what I can to remove them to the wine cellar. Okay. I'm gonna light that. I forgot about the water creature. Have a book.
There should be more coop racks. Let me see. And one part aquaforce.
Alright. Open. Oh, it's one of those. Give. This is my third attempt to produce artificial vitae. The former compounds lack the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and orpiment are a given, and the cuprite binds them well. This time I will attempt aqua regia instead of aqua fortis, in hopes it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly... Typo! The solution is highly acidic and proves impractical to put into any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. So, found what we're gonna do. One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I am able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, where I only crave fair judgment and a safe return. Aha. I don't believe that. Oh. I almost missed that. Give. There's someone out here. I just love how you can throw everything. Ah, it's all spidery. I think it might be supposed to be like frost or something, but we'll be coming back here. Why can't I move that? I can move everything else. A fragrant taste of rose lingered in his mouth. Turkish delights, he thought, just like the ones at the consulate in Constantinople. I will be right back. I had a delivery and I wanted to go get it before my neighbors did. So, my mouse. Alright, so we... Oh. Person! It was over there, but I'm going... Nope, I can't go over here. I thought that was a note. Archives. Archives. Traveling to Dover meant going through Canterbury. He made sure to pay a visit to avoid the sense of guilt connected with neglect of family. Oh, it's so pretty here. Ugh. Spooks. Ooh, what is this? Rare books. So yeah, there's a lot of Latin in this game. I forgot about that. Oh, I can't open that one. Catalogs. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg. This contract shall return to me. Well, no, this contract will reign for a total of 3 years, when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander Baron of Brennenburg is to recommend my services to the Prussian royal court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break this seal. Wilhelm, House of Gerich. I can English. I don't think Wilhelm left this place. Chair. Close. I'm not ready for you. Thank you. Just books. Okay. Catalogs. Study. I heard that. Okay. Open.
May 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tube again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
That is if you go back. By the way, Tin Hinan. That was the, one of the names in the Rebirth game. Ah! It broke because I picked it up. Yeah, he gets spooked easily. So every time something moves that isn't supposed to, or he hears something, or the wind gusts when there shouldn't be wind, he freaks out like that. It's a twofer! Well, let's go back, see if we can't look at over here. Because we did kind of miss this. I am not going to quote the great PewDiePie, but if you know, you know. Steven here is a treasure. Yes, I am saying it wrong on purpose.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Oh no! Poor Daniel. I'm not going that way. Okay. Oh. Uh-huh. I think this is where we first see the monster. I could be wrong. We'll see. That's pretty. Sir? Moly bread. Well, that wasn't safe. Map. Ah. That is not good. I didn't realize I could throw it that far. Floor plans. A lot of books for floor plans. Open. And now someone's playing the piano. Which one? I don't know. One of them.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
I wasn't sure if I was hearing my cat start wheezing. Or, sorry, coughing. That's what the vet called it. It's wheezing. Ah! I injured myself. I got a paper cut.
17th of May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Okay. Alstadt and Brennenburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Alstadt. Deep within the East Prussian woods, for centuries, there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes is as picturesque as it can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Alstadt on the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Alstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened, who this mysterious Who is this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The immortal Baron. The Baron of Brandenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby Alstadt, and like most those of noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remained popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the West over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle along with the great leaders of this country. Immortal. Alright. Like that. Alright. So. Whoops. Not the one, apparently. You got, this is like a bookshelf one. You gotta like pull different books. Like this one. And this one. And this one. Yay! Nope, still locked. What opened? I think it was this door opened. Wine cellar key. Shit! Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It is a matter of time before they follow the trail to Brandenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine, and it would, in a sense, solve both of my problems. I heard a monster. Nope. Come back. I hear footsteps. Hello? Hello? Nothing. But I need to go that way. Nope. Hello? Aha. I'm gonna take you with me. Be free. We're just gonna go back to the entrance hall. A handful of sand trickled from the crumbling stone ceiling and pushed down on the brim of his hat. He braced himself as the cavern suddenly shifted and... something. Ah. Red ooze. Oh, it breathes. I forgot about that. Well, we can't go down here anymore. But, tinderbox. Ugh. No. No. Jump. So this is the unable to be seen. Ah, it is a place that won't budge. Eh. Wine cellar. You gotta go to the wine cellar. Use the key on the door. Meh, 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 meh. Meh. Hooah. The statues were praying, gazing into the dark domed ceiling. That's not good. So, Alexander locked some police people in here, right? And I take that as a bad thing.
Where did the Baron go?
Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
Little do you know how true that is. We're just not gonna... Nope. Stay out of sight. Oh yeah. This is where we see the bad guy. Oh, he got into the wine. Aha. That didn't help at all. I don't see... Oh, there we go. Almost missed it. Oh no.
The village light.
Orpiment. Get. Thank you. Hello? Going back out here. I don't trust that. Nope. I don't trust that at all. Ooh. Naked booty. Sanity is dots. Understood. I like it. We're gonna save our laudanum. Whoops. We're just gonna ignore over there. Nope. Oh, now this one opens. We're gonna close that. I don't see any things that I may need. Nope. 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 Sanity isn't getting lower. Yet. This combination does not work. I know it doesn't. So I have chemistry pot, I have orpiment, and I have cuprite. Understood. Alright. I need to go over here now. I'll deal with that door in a minute. Nope. 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 Yeah, the extra movement is because of, oh. It's because he's going insane. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that laudanum now. I don't think it helped.
What's happening? Oh, feels like my chest is going to burst. Oh.
My God! Wilhelm, do something!
Yep.
Except we're not getting out of here.
Nope.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
Aqua Regia. My name is Wilhelm, House of Gerich. These are my final words, my confession and testament. 2 years ago, I was summoned to the castle Brennenburg. As most of the aristocracy, I was curious about what the supposed Knight of the Order would want from me and accepted the invitation. The Baron was friendly and offered me a proposition. It dawned on me that the nature of this contract was sordid, and the reason I was chosen was because of the follies of my past and not the honors I've been rewarded with during my time as a soldier. I was to kidnap healthy humans upon his slightest whim, and to do so without asking questions. In return, he would attest to my character at the royal court, advancing my position with noble society. I would like to claim that I struggled with my decision, but it came swiftly and I accepted wholeheartedly. Ever since that day, I've brought men, women, and children to Brennenburg. I can't remember the numbers, but there were many, perhaps even 100, none of whom were ever seen or heard from again. Tonight the Baron invited me and my men down to the wine cellar to celebrate our work. I had my suspicions as we descended the stairs, but he insisted and joined us in a toast. The wine tasted fine, and my men drank without restraint. So begins the punishment for our sins. The Baron has locked us up and returned upstairs. Forgive me for what I have done. I was weak and fell into his diabolic ways. My men are screaming. Their skin has been pierced by their own tangled bones. I feel my insides revolt against their God-given nature. Blood has begun to pour from my eyes, and I can no longer. Yep. Don't drink the wine. So yeah, they exploded. Why is this closed? Oh, and I closed it. Right? Oh shit. Nope. Close. One last door to check. Okay. Yay! Why is it flies? Ah! Okay, there's nothing up there. Grab from the bottom. Twirl it this way. And run up the stairs. Yoink! How? It's a boat. Run! Ow. My hands are off. Okay. Alright. So we have all 4 ingredients. Understood. Go to the lab. The cloth smelled of desert and damp musk. The pieces lay scrambled on top. Too many of them, he thought, or perhaps too few. Ow. You bitch. Ew. What happened? Oh no! How will I ever make it out? Ooh, I'm so worried. Anyways. Nope. Huzzah! Alright, so where was that? Over here. Oh, they fixed themselves. Nope. There we go. That's good enough. Alright. Oh, it counts. Woot. It became impossible to avoid. The commotion in the streets begged for his attention. As he opened the shutters, the French soldiers opened fire on the 2 young men fighting back. Their voices were silenced in a haze of gun smoke. Oh god. Well, we have our acid. Huzzah! Refinery. He sat down by the Kasbah wall, gasping for air. Sweat poured from his forehead and onto the sand.
It sure is dark in here.
Yes, and there's a good reason for it. But you can light the lamp now if you wish.
What's the reason for the darkness, that is?
Stay close. Be careful not to stray.
What's the reason? Why is it so dark?
Pay attention, Daniel. It's important that you keep going straight and make sure not to stray.
I can't stray, there's walls! It's a barrel. Oop. So we're gonna go hide in the corner. And I'm going to end it here. First episode, roughly an hour. I'm happy with the progress. Well, I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoyed this game, and well, there's at least a bit more to come. Bye.